same bottom side of the map as game number 1, but a couple of changes. So powerful.
This game.
Especially
Echo
not
being
the next
useless
while.
whole game.
Well, there's the stun onto So-On. Rich gonna slice his way out. Not sure whether he's got a dice or not, and I don't think he does. There's the teleport. Kuzan's coming back. He was in base as well, so he's going to have a bit of a shop here to come in with. As So-On doesn't have the decoy, as you can see, only level 5 for Kuzan. But is it going to be enough? The spear avoided there by So-On. But there it is. The happy bees come in. Level 6 is gained, and Kuzan, unfortunately, immediately dies right afterwards, going for a little bit more than he could chew. Champions at the one time. As Bono just comes over, steals a Rift Scuttler. The Korean commentators get absolutely crazy excited.
No flash, by the way.
Yeah, going to be able to pounce it. Oh, no. He's just going to die. That's an axe to the back of the head.
Yeah. The keys to snowball all the game. They should start something.
Well, there's the arrow. It's going to land immediately onto Tucson. The flash into the Empress Divide, and that is a free kill from Dynamics. I love it. You say it, and then it comes true. Would it?
Yeah, thank you so much. They are listening.
Yeah, Renekton that just completed his blade. There's the man drop package. It's going to be taken away as Rich is going to get caught out, but he's just going to turn it, as this Renekton likes to do in the mid-game, and just destroys Tucson one more time in this river. Dynamics can get there at a moment's notice, though. Ooh, that shield being off cooldown, certainly a big deal. But now Shirley's going to buy space. Aiming has to be respected. My god, he does a lot of damage. Dynamics grouped up as 5. Package delivered. Kuzan immediately goes off to the side, as now Kuzan just singled out and destroyed. His Emperor's Divide did nothing. Guga's now running for the hills, does get himself his shield back, as Rich looking for the backline, but he's not going to be able to get in there and do anything of note.
Almost 70% right now because of Mikhail's.
Well, Arrow is going to come down. That's a great exhaust onto Guga, who goes up to full health almost immediately with that Athene's and the Primal Fury. But oh my god! Take those years to the bank aiming. And especially as this game ticks towards 30 minutes, it is a disaster as Blade of the Rune King used onto Tucson. He's very fast. Going to get out of the way of the tether. Now there's a teleport coming in from the Wukong. 5 members of Dynamics are in the area, but they're scared of him. Guga's going to flash away, and that's not the approach that I was expecting. I thought maybe they'd just try to kill him, but nope.
But it didn't happen, you know? So I think that was the point.
Well, there's an Empress Divide out from Kuzan, as in comes Guga as well. I believe there is still a decoy available, as So-On looking for the 1v1, he's going to get it. Guga now wants to try and answer this with a kill, but unfortunately for Dynamics, Wukong's a good champion, and Renekton's a terrible one. So it doesn't actually matter that he was put so far behind. He's still Wukong, as he is spotted by that enchanted crystal arrow. Yep, Hawkshot is going to give Dr. the bad news. Look at So-On. Oh, I love that play.
Cheeky.
Yeah, stand still. And in he goes. Arrow is going to connect, but he has the decoy. Baron's going to fall down. So-On's decoy tanked an entire boatload of damage. And aiming loses a bit of health, but he's got a huge shield because there's a Karma on his team.
Looking for the bait.
Yeah, the Fnatic brush. So-On is going to walk into it. He does go golden after the decoy, and the rest of KT move on over. I don't think remember, as that was griefing, I think. Out of Guga. Oh, Doctor.
He's like, let's look for the next game, guys.
Wow, yeah. Look at Bono. He is angry. And Kuro is going to be able to grab that kill. I feel like this game turned entirely around because Kuro delivered Dynamics a package.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you think was in the package? All right, it's possibly an Emperor's Divide. Does absolutely no damage, and aiming is just flashing forward, trying to pick up the rest of these kills. That was a big old crit. On to Beyond, and he's sent to the Death Chamber, and so is the Nexus. KT will even out the series against Team Dynamics. It was slow. Deliverer.
Package?
Yeah, I think Kuro wins it for that one play. True.
We are back after Team Dynamics versus KT Roaster game number 2, and KT Roaster extended the series with a Game 2 victory. Team Dynamics, just like Diamond Gaming did, they went with Nidalee and Renekton comp, focusing on the top side. At the same time, bottom lane also had the priority to pull off dive attempt, so this was a perfect jungle carry comp for Nidalee, but he didn't really have a lot of control throughout the game. Olaf actually outscaled her, and Nidalee couldn't really come out in the river fights as well, so Nidalee didn't have his best day in this game. KT Roaster, they were a little bit obvious that they were looking for the late game power spike. At the same time, Team Dynamics, they had a very strong laning champions, and at the same time, Nidalee has an easier matchup up against Olaf. However, KT managed to turn the whole tide around. Team Dynamics, they did not have many heads up of a potential play coming out from KT Roaster, and this opened the space for KT to start off their lead. You might call it as the betray coming from Ashe, because we always mention that Ashe early game Hawk is so important. Red, and then the chicken camp, and then he went for Golem, but Olaf, he actually recalled after clearing out the right-hand side of the jungle. So, well, Team Dynamics, they expected Olaf to be on the left-hand side of the jungle. Only if they had the information where Bono started off his jungle path, it was easier for Team Dynamics to predict the location of Olaf, but once again they missed Olaf with the Scryer's Bloom as well. And we had a quick regeneration of that camp as well, so Olaf was so easily outscaling Nidalee all throughout the early path of the game. So with this invisible Olaf all around the map, all three laners were feeling so much pressure of the potential presence of the Olaf. Nidalee would be having a lot more value if it could just interrupt these early jungling from the Olaf, but this time around, he was not able to pull off those kind of play. With that neutralization coming up from Olaf, KT was able to start off their snowball. KT Roaster, finally they took a move. It was really impressive to see that KT was not opting for just a trade for the mid lane turret and the Drake, as they saw that Team Dynamics was trying to raise the mid lane turret. KT Roaster rather chose to come in for an aggressive play with the Corki package. Olaf was so fat that he can just walk away from all the damage coming out from 5 opponents. And also the Corki, the Super Valkyrie was so effective to split the terrain. Olaf was having his power spike at that moment, so Team Dynamics, they should have focused on a different playstyle such as macro or rotation. And also with the first package, Corki had this option between the Herald and the Dragon. And they chose to go for Herald, and they managed to pick it up. If a team is looking for a late game power spike, they have to make a right decision with the objectives as well. With KT biting back Team Dynamics, we are now having an even series here. So let's check out the player of the game on the side of KT Roaster. This player was the main character of the analyst desk as well, and it's Bono on Olaf. Olaf is definitely one of his signature picks, and he was always the core member, setting up all the play for the early game. And we felt like the old Bono is back. When Bono gets the early power spike champion on his hands, he is really becoming even smarter. And for Team Dynamics, they failed to track Olaf's jungle path, so they were suffering from this invisible Olaf. Bono picked up 10 votes out of 12 and sadly wouldn't missed his perfect box score for tonight, but so far so good. Bono was doing all the works and setup for the remaining KT members, and it's time to move on to game number 3. Whether Team Dynamics can come out on top of the East or whether KT roster can have a reverse sweep.